on to the Carriker Chronicles, the People's Show.
Where we check the pulse of Husker Nation. So, Addison, my oldest daughter, came on last week. And as I mentioned, she was a little bit nervous, practiced the intro repeatedly. How much did you practice the intro? One time, like 5 seconds ago. And are you nervous? Yeah. We have two sisters who are slightly different personality-wise, but equal when it comes to being phenomenally phenomenal. This is my daughter. What is your name?
My name is Awesomeness.
That's her nickname. What is your name?
Trinity.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
Did you forget your age? It's all good. We're only doing one take. Because it's like, what time is it right now? It's like 6 a.m., right?
Yeah.
So I'm headed to Husker Harvest Days. Okay, if you're going there in Grand Island, okay, come check me out at the Jacobson Seed tent. All right. So we got up early to record this show before school. So most of our synapses are firing. I'm wide awake, as always. I took a bunch of pre-workout. That's just how I roll. How you doing, Trinity?
I'm doing amazing.
You feel good?
Oh, yeah.
The football better than soccer?
No.
Oh, okay. She likes soccer.
Okay, listen to this. Why is football better than soccer? Football, you just get hurt and you just tackle people. So amazing, people say. Well, soccer, you actually play, and it's way more funner.
It's 10-year-old logic. Anyway, so you've been coming on this show since you were 2 years old. 8 years. Did you know that?
No.
So this is the 9th year of the Carriker Chronicles. The first year was all articles. The next year I was on Husker Max. Then I went to OWH. Now we're on our own, The People's Show. Okay. But this is her 8th year. I saw a picture the other day of when you were 2 years old and you came on this show. You talk a little bit more. You ready to talk some Husker football?
Yes.
All right, that's the correct answer. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a prediction show. Because why? Because Nebraska should beat Northern Illinois this Saturday. So I'm not going to sit here and predict something that should happen. I'm not guaranteeing that it will by any stretch. I do believe it will. I feel pretty confident in that, but we'll see what happens, okay? So it's not a prediction show. So what I'd like to do today is give you 3 things, plus a bonus, to watch for this Saturday when it comes to Nebraska playing Northern Illinois. How's that sound to you, Trinity?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right, real quick before we dive into this, Trinity's going to give us our 3 things.
All right.
Okay? But before we dive into that, Matt Rule has talked about building this football program the right way and how that might take a little bit more time and how it might take some patience. Okay? Everybody sees what's happening in Colorado. Hey, more power to you. All right, that's awesome. That's phenomenal. Long term, I'm more interested in which football program is more stable long term. All right, so if you're on board with building this program the right way, not that anybody else anywhere else is doing it the wrong way, but we don't want it to be a flash in the pan. And if you're on board with Matt Rule doing his thing that he's done other places and just doing it here and hopefully we get the same results, hit that like button. All right, Trinity, here's the 3 things to watch for this Saturday. Can you give me the first one?
QB position.
I'm going to shock you. What's going on with the quarterback position? I mean, why in the world will this be on the list, let alone number 1? Who'd have thunk, right? All right, so at the time we're recording this, again, this is early in the morning. At the time that we're recording this, there's no official update on Jeff Sims' injury just yet. So, is he healthy? Does he start? If he starts, how does he play? If, is there any rotation at all if things don't go well? If things do go well, probably not a whole lot of question marks here if Sims is healthy. But what if Heinrich Harburg starts? What if Sims is banged up? What if Heinrich plays well? Okay, what if he doesn't? Then Chuba Purdy comes in. There's so many question marks beyond just who starts the game, which is why it's number 1 on my list. So the first thing is Jeff Sims' health, because Matt Rule has said he's our quarterback if he's healthy. All right, if he's healthy, he's obviously going to start. If he's not, who starts? If he is healthy, how's he play? What happens after that? I'm not trying to create quarterback controversy. It is what it is. It's an intriguing storyline. Okay? If we hang on to the ball, this becomes a lot less interesting. So hopefully that happens going forward, which leads to number 2. What's number 2, Trinity?
Turnovers.
All right. At first I wrote 0 turnovers for Nebraska. That's the goal. People do make mistakes. Okay? Have I made a mistake every now and again?
Yeah.
You were way too confident in that answer. Everybody makes mistakes. So here's what I changed it to. I want to see if Nebraska wins the turnover battle versus a team they should not only win the turnover battle against, but they should dominate the turnover battle against. So, win the turnover battle. Don't lose. Don't tie the turnover battle. Okay, win the turnover battle decisively. All right, now real quick, as always, this show is brought to you by DPS Concrete Construction. They are your local concrete experts. You can check them out at dpsconstruction.net. Now, if you're a diesel mechanic, a CDL driver, concrete finisher, looking for work in the Omaha metro area, all right, DPS Construction is the employer for you. If you're looking for a great place to work, a great boss in Jason Armstrong, and you do quality work yourself, don't show up if you're not good at your job. Okay, if you're good, apply. DPS Construction and dpsconstruction.net is the place and the employer for you. All right, Trinity, what's number 3? Maybe the most important of all.
Win the game!
Can you say that in English, please?
Win the game.
She has no personality at all. All right, win the game. I mean, here's the deal. Nebraska's favored by 10.5. You know, it should be nice if this wasn't close. I really don't care. Let's just win the game. Let's start with that. That's why this isn't a prediction. If you're a wrestling fan, it's not a spoiler. Well, it should be a spoiler because Nebraska should win if you know what a spoiler is. Okay, but Nebraska's favored by 10.5. The over-under is 42.5, and I'm just going to say this. Always take the under this year with Nebraska, okay? Unless the under is like 10 points. It just is what it is, not even a joke. All right, now here's the thing about Northern Illinois. This is a team that week 1 beat Boston College. We're talking about a Power 5 program, and I was like, oh, boy. They beat them 27-24 in overtime. Then last week, they lost to Southern Illinois University. No disrespect, but I had to look them up. Okay, and they lost to them 11-14. So then I looked at Boston College. How good's Boston College? Boston College played Holy Cross and beat them by a field goal, 31-28. So Boston College is going to find out how good they are this week because they're going to play number 3 Florida State. So good luck with that. Here's my point. We better win the game. Okay? This is a game we should win. I don't care about the spread. I don't care about the over-under. Win the game. All right, Trinity, do you predict Nebraska? It's not a prediction video for me. Trinity, you can give a prediction. Who's going to win? Nebraska or Northern Illinois?
Nebraska all the way.
All right, I like it. So here's my bonus. All right, I got a bonus for you. It's just something to keep an eye on. It's intriguing to me personally because I used to be, what does that say?
Black shirts.
I'm surprised you can read my writing. I can barely read that. The black shirts are giving up an average of 1.9 yards per carry, okay? That's pretty good. Can they sustain that going forward? Or anything reasonably close to that? They're also number 1 in the nation in sacks. They have 11 sacks through 2 games. They're tied for first. Can they maintain being in the top 5, top 10, or number 1? These are things that are personally intriguing to me. Now, I got 3 questions for you fine folks at home. Hit me up in the comments below. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. All right, Trinity, what's the first question?
Your score prediction. We need to know that.
Yeah, what is your score prediction? All right, I just want to see Nebraska win, but I want to know your score prediction. All right, let me know. Nebraska, Northern Illinois, what will the final score be? Number 2.
Will Nebraska win? Win turnovers?
Battle. Don't blame her. It's bad handwriting. Will Nebraska win the turnover battle? To me, that and the next thing I'm going to mention are by far the 2 most intriguing storylines in this game. Outside of does Nebraska win the game? All right, will Nebraska win the turnover battle? Simply mark yes or no in the comments below. Number 3.
Are the black shirts for real?
Yeah, are the black shirts for real? They have played well enough to win both games so far. They're by far our best overall unit. Okay, now I try to be objective in this. Minnesota, not a great offense. Okay, all right. So how good is Nebraska? Well, then you look at Colorado. They played more than well enough to win that game in Colorado for the first 2 to 3 quarters. Now, if you listen to national pundits, oh my God, Colorado just ran us off the field in the second half and they just played horrible in the first half. Colorado had nothing to do with Nebraska shutting them down or anything like that. So are the black shirts for real? What do you think? Okay, I'll give you my answer to that. I think yes. I think the one area they can improve on overall is their pass defense, just in general. They're great at getting after the quarterback, great at stopping the run. I mean, they've been great at that so far. And we played 2 teams who are combined 4-0. Colorado's 2-0, Minnesota's 2-0. So it's not like we've had the typical cupcakes in the non-conference schedule so far. Okay, one of them was a conference game. So do you believe the black shirts are for real? Do you think the black shirts are for real?
Oh, yeah.
I agree. All right. CarrikerChronicles.com. All right. All of your Husker football needs and desires are fulfilled at CarrikerChronicles.com. Go check it out. All right. Thank you for joining me, Trinity.
Oh, you're welcome. I think we're forgetting one thing.
What's up?
To throw the ball!